Good afternoon. I am pleased to declare Quinnipiac University's 2018 commencement exercises for the School of Business officially open. Please stand for the National Anthem, which will be performed by Daniel Giordano, class of 2018.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be delivered by Rabbi Rena Judd.
Thank you. That was lovely. We come to this moment fluffed and puffed with joy and excitement, with pride and love. We thank you, our cherished children, embracing you with years of tears, for bringing us to this most special moment. We thank you, our beloved God, for nourishing and sustaining us, for loving us all, and bringing us to now.
Please be seated. Before we get started, just one housekeeping announcement. It seems we had, I guess, a minor tornado come through campus this week, and it created an electrical surge that has interfered with the jumbotrons. So they're not working as well as they should be. We apologize for that and for any inconvenience. But with that, let me acknowledge and thank members of the platform party, including trustees, university administrators, university clergy, School of Business deans and department chairs, as well as our commencement speaker and honorary degree recipients. Thank you for joining us. It is now my honor to present Dr. John L. Leahy, President of Quinnipiac University, who will bring you greetings on behalf of the university community.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to all of you on this joyous occasion. To our graduates, the class of 2018, I want to add a special welcome and my heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. You know, this is my last graduation, but we've saved the best for last, the class of 2018. You're not only the best in my 31 years here as president, you're the best, in my view, in the entire 89-year history of Quinnipiac University. During your years at Quinnipiac, you have made all of us very proud. While social scientists and the media often portray your generation as excessively self-centered and not concerned with helping others, the Quinnipiac class of 2018 has clearly disproven that characterization. More than any other class, the class of 2018 has volunteered on hundreds of projects to raise money for the sick and the impoverished and to help those who are less fortunate. Many of our graduates participated in community service to respond to and learn about the needs of local, the regional, national, and international communities. The big event is a student-run project that brought together more than 1,500 students to provide more than 4,500 hours of direct services, such as cleanup and beautification projects for local public parks and nonprofit organizations. Philanthropy events such as Q-Thon, the Relay for Life, and blood drives engaged thousands of our students in raising money and supplies for Children's Hospital, the American Cancer Society, and the Red Cross. Many of you participated in reading stories to children at local schools and libraries and preschools. Our 21 fraternities and sororities, which I might add make up over 30% of the total student body here at Quinnipiac, those fraternities and sororities participated in community service projects, including service at elementary schools and nonprofits, and raised thousands of dollars for local and global charities. Many of today's graduates have traveled nationally and internationally to Nicaragua, Guatemala, Barbados, and the Dominican Republic to work with community members to confront community challenges, assisting rural school teachers and healthcare workers, families of children with special needs, small business owners, and grassroots organizations. The class of 2018 has also excelled academically. 70 awards will be given out this weekend honoring seniors for their outstanding success in the classroom. This class has also achieved an extremely high graduation rate and the highest levels ever. Let me repeat that. The highest levels ever of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude academic honors. A record number of you are going on to pursue graduate degrees in various fields of study, including dental, law, medical school, and a variety of PhD programs. Today's graduates also displayed outstanding leadership within the Quinnipiac community. No one better exemplifies the leadership roles you took on than Ryan Lynch, who served as your student body president this year. I very much enjoyed working with Ryan particularly in his role as student representative on the university's Board of Trustees. Class of 2018, as you look back on all of your accomplishments, I am sure you'll agree with me that you would not be graduating today if it were not for the help and support of two very important groups, the faculty at Quinnipiac and your families. So graduates, please rise and express your appreciation to the faculty seated in front of you and your parents and families seated all around you. Class of 2018, you have certainly left your mark on Quinnipiac University, and for that we thank you. And I predict you will leave an even greater mark on the world that awaits you. Again, congratulations and best wishes to each and every one of you.
You can be seated. Graduates, congratulations. You've all done a great job, and we're here today to celebrate and acknowledge your achievements. Graduation from college is a significant rite of passage in society. For many, it represents the final step from childhood to adulthood. Sure, there have been hints along the way that you were growing up. When you turned 16, you got your driver's license. When you turned 18, you got the right to vote. When you turned 21, you got to tear up your fake ID and go to Toad's place legally. But in a few minutes, when you walk across this stage, shake President Leahy's hand, and receive your diploma, that's it. You're not a kid anymore. And we can look at your accomplishments to see if you're ready. I think you are, but let's see. I see students who have landed jobs at iconic firms like the Aetna, Cigna, the Hartford, Pratt & Whitney, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, the Big Four accounting firms, and many others. I see students who have already launched their own businesses and will join the ranks of the most powerful economic engine in the world, the American entrepreneur. I see students who have embraced global citizenship, studying across the world in countries such as Australia, New Zealand, France, Germany, Hungary, Ireland, Spain, Poland, Portugal, the UK, China, Japan, Korea, Thailand, Jordan, Morocco, South Africa, the Dominican Republic, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Peru, and probably some more. I see students embracing their chosen professions by organizing joint conferences with leading professional organizations such as the Society for Human Resources Management, the American Production and Inventory Control Society, the American Marketing Association, Crossroads Venture Group, and of course, our very own Quinnipiac Global Asset Management Education Forum, the largest student investment conference in the world. I see and recognize our 7 graduating veterans who have served in the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, and Air Force, in combat and on the seas around the globe. And I see what is most rewarding to me and to many on the faculty, students who have given back to our communities. To list just a few examples, our SHRM students collected 300 pounds of food for the Connecticut Food Bank. Our CIS students traveled to Guatemala to build a website for the Pavarotti Center. Our business students helped lead Q-thon, which raised over $250,000 for local charities. Our accounting students assisted 270 local taxpayers while preparing over 500 state and federal tax returns that generated returns of over $425,000 for low and middle income families in Hamden and New Haven. And business students from several disciplines traveled to Nicaragua for our international microlending program, while others helped us design a brand new microlending program here at home in Southern Connecticut. There is no better way to honor your Quinnipiac degree than to strive for success, personally and professionally, and to be engaged in building better communities here and for some of you around the world. Of course, none of this would be possible without the incredible work of the faculty and staff, not only in the School of Business, but across campus. I'm proud and honored to work with all of you, and your dedication is inspiring. I also want to thank today's commencement speaker, Louis Orsini. You represent the best in our alumni. We truly appreciate the help and support you've provided the School of Business and the university. And I also want to pause and acknowledge one person who has had undoubtedly the biggest impact on the development of Quinnipiac University. President Leahy, 31 years of leadership that has seen us grow from 1,700 to 10,000 students, transition from a college to a university, evolve from Division III to Division I athletics, develop from one campus to three, grow from 3 schools to 9 schools, and the list goes on. On behalf of today's graduates and the entire Quinnipiac community, thank you. Graduates, you definitely have some great examples of leadership to follow. Good luck. I now ask Thomas Mendeborough, Professor Robert Porter, and President Leahy to come forward. Thomas Mendeborough is also accepting an honorary degree on behalf of his brother, Michael Mendeborough, who could not be with us due to recent surgery.
Technology services firm, partnering with some of the world's most respected corporations and innovators. You have developed an enviable business model and an unwavering commitment to your customers and employees. Under your leadership, High Point grew from an ambitious startup in 1996 to an established, sharply focused company with $250 million in annual sales today and offices in New Jersey, North Carolina, and the United Kingdom. High Point serves a broad portfolio of sectors, including education, healthcare, financial services, pharmaceuticals, sports, and entertainment. Your company provides network infrastructure solutions, security for a client's IT assets, and a state-of-the-art data center. You have long been a friend to Quinnipiac University. High Point was a valued strategic partner with the university's ice hockey programs during the Bobcats' celebrated Frozen Four appearances in 2013 and 2016. In keeping with your company's core values of honesty, integrity, and trust, you deferred receiving this honorary degree until the partnership ended in 2017. In appreciation for your steadfast commitment to innovation and free enterprise and your profound contributions to the digital marketplace, Quinnipiac University is delighted to present each of you with an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters this 19th day of May, 2018.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Tom and Mike.
President Leahy, Provost Thompson, Dean O'Connor, and my fellow alumni class of 2018, thank you so much for this incredible honor. I would also like to recognize Don Weinbach, who has been instrumental in developing our relationship with Quinnipiac. My family, my wife, for putting up with the late work days and even later work nights, and travels that took us from London to Charlotte and everywhere in between. I am deeply saddened that my brother Mike could not be here, but I assure you he's watching the live feed, However, he did send me a note that he wanted to share with you all, which has now blew my speech up to another 30 seconds. So thanks, Mike. From Mike, being in a hospital most of this past week recovering from back surgery, it breaks my heart not to be there physically, though I most assuredly am there in spirit. I'm grateful for the live stream, which will help me feel part of this very special day. There are several factors at play as to why President Leahy and the Board of Trustees have chosen to honor a couple of brothers from New Jersey in this unique and special way. But one that I find most humbling and intriguing is the power of your Quinnipiac alumni base. About 7 years ago, a 2006 marketing grad named Mike Zavodsky saw a university need and the opportunity, so we made an introduction, and now here we are today. After that intro, the investment made and relationships built have been nothing short of amazing. This is largely due to the commitment and integrity of Don Weinbach. It is through leaders like Don that great things can be achieved. My encouragement to all Quinnipiac alums is to leverage and embrace this powerful family that my brother Tom and I formally find ourselves a part of. As part of that family, we are here to help. And if you need anything, we're just an email away. So to that end, we're both humbled, honored, and grateful to Quinnipiac University for this incredible recognition of two brothers that had a dream in a country where dreams truly do come true. Congratulations to all my fellow alumni, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Tom. I now ask Robert Mielczewski, Professor Therese Sprinkle, and President Leahy to come forward.
Robert Mielczewski, as one of the most respected and influential wine merchants in Poland, you have created an entirely new market and cultural experience around wine and food. You enjoy widespread acclaim as the creative force of the Mielczewski Wine Bar, a premier boutique dining destination in Warsaw. You learned the business from your father, Peter Mielczewski, who created one of the largest wine and alcohol import companies in Canada and founded Hillebrand Estates Winery in Ontario. In 1994, you moved to Poland and developed Mielczewski Wine, Spirits, and Specialties a decade later. Armed with sheer ambition, extensive experience working in vineyards in France, Austria, Germany, and Canada, and a bachelor's degree from Fresno State University in California, you fermented a concept and a dream into a bold reality. Your sophisticated portfolio, which includes wines from France, Italy, Spain, Australia, Chile, Argentina, California, and other regions of the world, is enjoyed for its diversity and its chemistry. In consideration of your leadership and innovation as an entrepreneur, and your continued support of our Central European Institute, on whose advisory board you serve, Quinnipiac University is pleased to present you with an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters this 19th day of May, 2018.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Robert.
I'll try to make this as quick as possible. Thank you very much, Mr. President Leahy, Deans. This is quite an impressive day for you and for me. So let me start with a quote. You have to protect your past, so to protect and build the future. This is how I think and I work. Wars, communism brought people to America, to Canada, and these countries gave families many opportunities. They took it in 1946. For example, in Poland, if you were an officer, an intellectual, an industrial owner, or a land aristocrat, you could have been imprisoned or punished by death. As communism started to take the upper hand, those were the times. Many Poles had to leave with nothing but their pride. Today, these families have built the future and raised children like me, knowing their past. In Canada, like my father and mother, gave us the opportunity to choose what we wanted to do with our lives and how we should manage our lives. I decided to go back to Poland and to protect the past and building the future history. Everyone can do the same, so know your history. It's important. Like Peter and Kasia Novak have created with Quinnipiac the Novak Family Foundation, the Central European Institute at Quinnipiac. The Novaks are protecting their past and hard work to give the opportunities to Polish students to receive their education at Quinnipiac for Poland's future business leaders. These programs are also developed and being developed to help you and future students of Quinnipiac. Absolutely fantastic. I would like to thank the Novak Family Foundation and the University of Quinnipiac, your university, for these opportunities. They are giving us all great opportunities. Please give them a loud round of applause. Thank you very much. By the way, one thing, this is the basketball arena. I'm much more comfortable in the ice hockey arena.
Thank you, Robert. I now ask Louis Orsini Jr., Professor Wendy Tsukushi, and President Leahy to come forward.
Lou Orsini, you graduated from Quinnipiac in 1986 with a degree in computer information systems, before it was popular as a major. In fact, few people then could predict just how much this field would grow, or the extent to which computing and information technology would shape our society in the years to come. You'd go on to make a name for yourself with health insurance giant Aetna at a most critical juncture, the convergence of healthcare and IT. From the primitive DOS days to a boom in the 1990s that saw rapid advancement in network and programming capability, you helped modernize Aetna's systems through numerous digital initiatives. Today, as Aetna's Vice President of Enterprise Information Technology, you are responsible for a team of more than 3,000 specialists and consultants in the US and across the globe. Throughout your career, you have never lost sight of what IT innovation can and should do in your field. Make healthcare safer and more transparent, patient information more secure, and health coverage streamlined and more accessible. In recognition of your decades of leadership, your ability to adapt to a landscape in flux, and your commitment to the millions of people in that your company serves, we are pleased to award you this Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters on this 19th day of May 2018.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Lou.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Louis Orsini Jr., today's commencement speaker.
Good afternoon. I want to begin by thanking the administration for, first of all, building this facility. Otherwise, we would have all been cramped into Burt Kahn Court and the main campus on a rainy day like this. So thank you very much for building this. I am truly humbled and honored to be with you today. I want to thank Dean O'Connor, President Leahy, and the QU Board of Trustees for the opportunity to speak with you on this special day. I want to begin by congratulating the 2018 graduating class of the School of Business. You should be very proud of this accomplishment. You earned it. Whether you did this full-time, part-time, or online, as a commuter or lived on campus, each of you had a separate journey. But today, you share a common bond, graduates of QU. I also want to take a minute to congratulate the parents, spouses, and family members here with you today. You also should be proud, as you helped these students achieve their goal. You see, I know how both groups are feeling. As a student, I graduated from Quinnipiac College in 1986 with a Bachelor in Information Technology and a proud member of the hockey team. Go Bobcats. And just recently, I sat in the stands, a proud parent for my older son at Northeastern Graduate School of Engineering. At that commencement, the keynote speaker spoke for 24 minutes. And I noticed after 15 minutes, everybody started looking at their phones, so I learned to keep this short and to the point. Yes, I got it. I got it. As finals were winding down, you likely had the time to look at the agenda for today. And when you found out who was speaking at your commencement, you may have Googled my name and said, why him? What did he do? Believe me, when Dean O'Connor asked me to give the speech, I said to myself, really? You want me? Why? I did not write a book. I have not invented anything. And I'm not the CEO of a corporation. I'm just an ordinary guy who had a really good career. A career in IT at a remarkable time of innovation, technology advancement, working for over 30 years with one company, Aetna, something that is very rare today and likely unheard of in your future. So as I came to the reality of the situation, I thought about what I can share with you today to help you as you begin your business careers. Something I am hoping that will stay with you. Something you will be able to use throughout your careers, wherever they may lead. So I came up with 3 areas that I'd like to extend my thoughts and experience. And at the end, I also have a favor to ask. So remember, that is coming. First, whatever you do, wherever your career path may take you, you need to do it with passion and commitment. My sons are smiling right now as they have heard this since they were little boys. You see, if you don't bring your best each and every day, someone else will. Trust me, your employer and your customers will notice. The days of a 9-to-5 job are long gone. You will be spending more time at work than at home. And I'm sorry to tell you, you have not pulled your last all-nighter. If you're going to put this much time and energy into something, then make it something you believe in, something that has a purpose for you. I complain about work like many others, but I truly do love what I do. The roles I've been in and the satisfaction of delivering a technology solution into production that is helping my business and my customers. Find your meaning and purpose in your career and don't stop until you do. Second, adaptability and flexibility. The pace of change is the slowest today it will be in your careers. That's right, the slowest. What used to take 3 to 5 years to change now takes less than a year, sometimes months. You know this as you've lived it each day. You grew up with technology that connected you in school and in your personal life. Now comes the challenge of how this plays out in the business world. How you learn to successfully navigate your way through these business model and technology changes will determine your success. Mergers, acquisitions, innovation, and global strategies will continue to dominate the near-term business environment and shake to the core what you believe and have been taught as the business models of today. Think of each of these not as a negative, but as a new opportunity. It's not about how fast technology changes, but about what you and your companies will do with that technology. Embrace this concept. Don't resist it. It's your path to success. Third, balance. Work-life balance is getting increasingly harder for all of us, mainly because of my first 2 points. Your employers and customers will be expecting a lot, but you can't work 7 by 24, even though that'll be in many of your job responsibilities. You will need to find time for yourself. It may be yoga, Pilates, running, biking, reading, music, sports. Whatever works for you, please take the time to re-energize. Otherwise, you will burn out too quickly. Today, you are starting a marathon, not a sprint. Remember to laugh and have fun along the way. Take care of both your mind and your body. And you, and only you, control the story to be written about your career. Aim high. You can, with hard work, be the women and men who lead the next generation of business across the US and the world. You see, some of you will write a book. Some of you will invent new business models or technology. And some of you will even be CEOs. But many of you will go on to have what is deemed just an ordinary career. But truth be told, ordinary people accomplish extraordinary things. Current business leaders like myself are excited and eager to have you join the workforce, to help us bridge the gap to the next generation. Take the time to listen from those with experience that came before you. It's fine to be aggressive, but it's a fine line to being foolish. Use coaches and mentors, get guidance from others, and please don't forget it will be about results. Never stop learning, and keep that mindset. Business success is built around personal relationships, where you need to communicate in person, not emails, text messages, and IMs. So put the phone down every once in a while and talk, especially at the dinner table. In a world of real-time information sharing, where ethics, integrity, and trust are being questioned at all levels of business and government, it's time for young business leaders like yourself to step above the hysteria and hype, to do the right thing for the right reason, and set the record straight that we in the US will continue to deliver products and services that make the world take notice. This is a movement that you can be proud to be a part of. Now for that favor. As family and friends and professors congratulate you on your accomplishments today, you take the time to thank those most important to you, because you did not do this alone. Somewhere along the way, you needed help and support, and today you owe them a big thank you. The way I need to thank my wife, Cindy, my sons, Jimmy and Nick, my parents, and my friends, especially those hockey teammates and my roommates from 11B, for being my support system. I would have never achieved anywhere near my current role in my career without them, especially Cindy, who has supported me, been my best friend, partner, and counsel through all these years. Select wisely your support system. Build and nurture it. Keep it close to you and protect it. You will face challenges, personal and professional. You will have failures. You will face crossroads. It is during these times that your support system will be there for you. Your support system will get you through. I would also be remiss to not take the opportunity to thank President Leahy, who we all know is moving on. Under his leadership, he took a small regional college and made it into a tremendous university of learning and Division I athletics. Well done, sir. And Quinnipiac is on the map, national map, because of your personal passion and commitment. Graduates, you are ready for this next chapter. The professors, staff, and team here at QU have prepared you well. The path you will take will change, but the foundation that you have built here will guide you. As I close, today is your day. Be proud of your accomplishment, be proud of Quinnipiac, and soon it will be time for you to pay it forward to the next generation of business leaders. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Louis. We're going to begin with the Bachelor of Business Administration. Apologies, we inadvertently listed these graduates under the Bachelor of Science program, but we will correct that in programs we will send to you. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration, please approach the stage. Jenny Cabrera. Jordan C. O'Neill. Mr. President, I have the honor to present from the School of Business candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon both of you the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to both of you.
Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science from the School of Business please approach the stage? Katie Elizabeth Abbott. Alex Ann Akarulo. Hepsuba Adamola Adashino. Paul Anthony Affinito. Kyle David Alper. Shane Robert Alston. Saad Salim Altarjami. James Pasquale Alwang. Christopher Allen Amaral. Joseph Edward Amato. Joseph is the recipient of the Computer Information Systems Outstanding Senior Award. This award recognizes the student who has distinguished himself for both outstanding academic achievement and leadership in the CIS program, as determined by the faculty. Joe is receiving this award for his stellar academic work. Joe has a 4.0 in CIS. Additionally, he has demonstrated significant leadership, serving as a CIS student ambassador and the CIS Society Treasurer. Congratulations, Joe. Colleen Margaret Anderson. Kylie Susan Andrews. Justin Thomas Antonucci. Pavel Aragon. Judith Karen Arshevsky. Jacob Anthony Armenia. Harrison Gray Armstrong. John Arthur Armstrong. Justin Frederick Arndt. Rebecca Ingrid Atsalis. Sebastian Nazar Ayanian. Andrew Martin Ayat. Stephanie Marie Azariti. Sarah Lynn Badio. Fatma Balak. Chase McAvoy Balak. Marcus Stephen Barrett. Alicia Anna Berry. James Keith Bartlett. Peter David Beck-Wermert. Cord Thomas Belding. Lauren Elizabeth Belsky. Alexandra Berry. Taylor Faith Botanis. Dara K. Buptani. Ilir Biga. Lorivet Blanco. Robert Zachary Blinn. Hannah Ray Blockus. Jonathan Charles Bluen. Brian Robert Bowen. Jake Tyler Boschnick. Nathan S. Bote. Christopher Brocklow. Edward John Brady. Matthew Robert Bray. Matthew is the recipient of the Finance Department Outstanding Senior Award. This award is presented to a graduating senior for academic achievement and leadership in finance. Matt is receiving the award for his outstanding overall GPA. Noteworthy of his activities, Matt was a member of this year's team selected to represent Quinnipiac at the Rotman International Trading Competition at the University of Toronto. Congratulations, Matt. Christopher Robert Breen. Jason James Brigiano. Casey Briscoe. Andrew Blaze Buffalino. Cameron David Burbank. Cameron is the recipient of the Entrepreneurship Student Achievement Award. Cameron has a stellar academic record and has a notable entrepreneurial achievement during his time at Quinnipiac, developing and launching a mobile barbershop business. His efforts in the classroom and at competitions have also been strong, presenting in the State of Connecticut Business Plan Competition and doing research in preparation for launching his business. Also, importantly, Cameron acted as a resource and mentor for other students at the school, sharing his experiences and insights about navigating the startup process. Congratulations, Cameron. Jesse Vane Burns. Emily Christina Burnside. Nicole Marie Busa. Jamie Renee Buzetta. Emily Rose Byrne. Paige Mary Cacase. Jacob Daniel Cassiola. Thomas Philip Cameron. Sarah E. Campbell. Francesca Samantha Capasso. Tyler James Capitano. Nikaya Caratini. Anthony Joseph Carcietta. William Thomas Careccia. Garrett Michael Karoff. Cody Tyler Carr. Cody is the recipient of the Edward J. Scannell Prize. The award, in memory of a former trustee of the university, is given to a graduating business student who has demonstrated outstanding citizenship. Cody is receiving the award for his dedication to Quinnipiac and to the School of Business. Cody has shown his commitment to learning, service, and professional growth while demonstrating his ability to be successful in professional situations. Congratulations, Cody. Matthew James Carroll. Giovanni Castelli. Jeremy Douglas Calkins. Jeremy is the recipient of the Marketing Department Student Achievement Award. This award is presented to a student exhibiting outstanding scholarship, independent creativity, and extracurricular activities directly related to marketing. Jeremy is receiving the award for earning a superior cumulative grade point average while majoring in 3 disciplines: marketing, economics, and entrepreneurship. With his spare time, Jeremy was involved in the Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society, Connecticut State Business Plan Competition, Startup Weekend in New Haven, New Play Festival, Quinnipiac's Fourth Wall Theater Company, and the Brave Hockey Club. Congratulations, Jeremy. Caitlin Margaret Cavallero. Matthew James Sarasale. Forrest Gilbert Chacoin. Chase Akira Chiga. Rawan Ahmed Chowdhury. Joseph George Chrisman. Stefano A. Clemente. Nicholas Thomas Ciccarelli. Emily Larissa Surigliano. Ani Sefra Clement. Kaisha Patrice Closiel. Daniel Jeffrey Colantanio. Peter Francis Concilio. Kenneth Condon. Hunter Daniel Conklin. Cameron Lewis Connolly. Jillian Taylor Consolini. Elizabeth Jane Capola. Ryan Joseph Corcoran. John Peter Correa Jr. Gary Richard Costello. Sean Ross Cote. Bernard Daniel Cotter. Morgan Roberts Daly. Zachary Nicholas Damasco. Jacqueline Danielle D'Ambrosio. Elena Mary Dandrio. Nicholas Christopher Danielli. Andrew Joseph D'Antonio. Scott Robert Davidson. Samuel Thomas Davies. Michael Robert Davis. Robert James Deegan. Dean Thomas D. Agazio. Victoria Jean DeAngelis. Giancarlo DeFutis. Dylan Del Tosta. Elizabeth Marie Delaney. Sarah Noel DeFino. Nicholas Alessandro Delladonna. Catherine Elizabeth DeMary. Tierno Omar Diallo. Anthony Joseph DeMauro III. Gianna Marie DiMichelli. Anthony P. DeRosa. John F. DuCarmo. Emily Elizabeth Drinkwater. Stephanie Lynn Dunham. Sean William Durkin. Levi David Waldo Edelman. Ohuzan Albash. Matthew Sam Allentuck. Chris S. Enns. Stefan Aranovich. Megan Catherine Ethier. Megan is the recipient of the prestigious Ronald Marengale Award in Accounting. The award is presented to an outstanding graduating accounting major in memory of a former Quinnipiac accounting student. Megan is receiving the award for her outstanding academic performance as evidenced by her superior GPA. Megan has been acknowledged by her peers and faculty as an exemplary student of excellence. Congratulations, Megan. Emily Ann Fela. Abdullah Maher Fatani. Olivia Shauna Fay. Luke Erickson Feidner. Christopher Ferlazzo. Christopher Joseph Ferry. Allison Faltini. Adam Samuel Frank. Brendan Jameson Frank. Matthew Patrick Fredericks. Michael Thomas Friedman. David John Freon. Michelle Fortuna. Stephanie Nicole Fustini. Natalie Lynn Gaeta. Joseph Gerard Gallo. Nicholas V. Gambella. Joseph John Garcia. Zachary Michael Geffner. Michael William Casper Giacomo. Acacia Lee Geiberson. Andrew Chase Ginsberg. Eric Bernard Gillen. Daniel Frank Giordano. Otis Allen Glazebrook V. David Paul Glynn Jr. Max Harrison Goldfarb. Megan Jennifer Graham. Lauren Grandin. Brian Matthew Griffin. Christine Elizabeth Grosinger. Ashley C. Guattari. Ashley Guattari of Middletown, New York, is the recipient of 2 prestigious awards. Dr. Leahy presents the President's Scholarship Award in recognition of the students who have attained the highest scholastic standing in their graduating class. The Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award is made possible by the Alumni Association National Board of Governors in honor of the students from each of the undergraduate schools who have obtained the highest scholastic standing. At Quinnipiac, Ashley was a member of the Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society. She was selected to participate on the QU team for the Traveler's Case competition. Her team won first place, and as a result of her contributions, Ashley was offered an internship. She plans to continue her education by obtaining her MBA. Ashley is joined on the platform by her parents, Maureen and David. Congratulations, Ashley. Ty Gulalat. Nicole Cheyenne Haberney. Rebecca Francis Haight. Kevin Francis Hanley Jr. Brian Hargrove. Patrick John Harrington. Tania Chantel Harrison. James Thomas Haslam. Brianna Haggerty Thorne. Christopher John Heineman. Nia Alyssa Henningsen. Brent Alexander Herman. Justin Hogrief. Brett D. House. Brandon Nicholas Ianiro. Victoria A. Iaruso. Jared Vincent Ibelli. Carissa Ivani Riccio. Francine Jacka. Russell Kevin Jakes. Ross Jaffe. Margot Pearl Jansen. Kevin Douglas Japil. Caitlin Amanda June. Abigail Mary Kazmarek. Michael Peter Canamayer. Sean Daniel Canamayer. Adam Kaplan. Eliza Suzanne Kaplan. Omer Farouk Kara. Austin Casabri. Natalie G. Kazazian. Abigail Elizabeth Kelly. Sean Michael Kelly. Liam Andrew Kenny. Liam will receive his degree from his grandfather, Bob Hauser, a member of the Board of Trustees. Sydney Amber Kinsman Nesmith. Elizabeth Mary Cluse. Zachary Michael Colson. Jacqueline Komorniska. Sawmill Kothari. Eric Thomas Crosati. Shannon Michelle Kropolunski. Irina Mihailovna Kustaskaya. Mackenzie Marie Labadi. Peter LeBay. Olivia Lagoon. Ross Lang. Alexandra Lanzalato. Kyle Murphy Larkin. Ryan Thomas Lawson. Jason Leo. Brett Levy. John Michael Libretti. Kelly H. Lieberman. Michael Paul LaPera. Zoe Margaret Listro. Richard L. Leffler. Samantha Alexa Lomino. Matthew Evan Lopez Hayes. Joseph Patrick Lord. Jacob M. Lauren. Taylor A. Luciani. Angela M. Luciano. Sophia Ann Lupitin. Christopher James Lutz. Ryan Christian Lynch. Christina M. Macera. Tanner Duncan McMaster. Christopher Albert Mayo. Zachary Kim Malski. Nicholas Michael Mancini. Joseph John Mania. Tyler Joseph Mannion. Jessica Sidney Marusich. Andrew Marine. China Lynn Marino. Nicholas Connor Marshall. Ryan Patrick Marshall. Maxwell Reese Marson. Jaden Martin. Natalie Rose Martinelli. Megan Janine Martucci. Matthew J. Mazar. Connor McAlary. Abby Sue McCarthy. Philip Edward McCarthy III. William Vincent McDermott III. Michael James McIntosh. Michaeline Ware McKinley. Jake Joseph McMahon. Emily Louise McNulty. Megan Sarah Messier. Alexandra Bryce Myers. Thomas Stiles Myers. Patrick Midget. Christian John Miller. Nicholas Minicozy. Dylan Joseph Mitchell. Frank Anthony Mangello. Emily Page Moore. Zachary Joseph Zinkmore. Seth Barrow Maroc. Alexa Faye Mosley. Thomas John Moylan. Leah Madeline Mueller. Brendan Patrick Mulcahy. Jamie Tara Mulcahy. Roderick Deshawn Mullins. Olivia Louise Mundy. Michael John Murphy. Kevin Nasharone. Serena Napoli. Serena is the recipient of 2 prestigious awards. Dr. Leahy presents the President's Scholarship Award in recognition of the students who have attained the highest scholastic standing in their graduating class. Why not? The Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award is made possible by the Alumni Association National Board of Governors in honor of the students from each of the undergraduate schools who have attained the highest scholastic standing. At Quinnipiac, Serena was a member of the Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society. She was vice president of Quinnipiac's chapter of the American Marketing Association. This summer, Serena will intern in the marketing department of Virtua Hospital and will pursue her MBA in the fall. Originally from Voorhees, New Jersey, Serena is joined on the platform by her parents, Diane and Anthony. Congratulations, Serena. Frances May Nemeth. Salvador Giovanni Saravillo Nushi. Marissa Ann Noonan. Dylan O'Brien. Ramsey Mahdi Omar. David P. Opezi. Adam Joseph O'Rourke. Brett Osatek. Alexandra Rose Osgood. Jillian Rebecca Page. Lindsay Susan Paxio. Christopher John Palmer. Angela Teresa Panesco. Anthony Vincent Pascal. Justin V. Pasquin. Austin Murphy Pacini. Chantel M. Patel. Chirag Patel. Shivam Patel. Samuel David Pattison. Jessica Lynn Pavona. Kyle Nicholas Pedroli. Alexander E. Perella. Mark J. Persky. Carly Jessica Peterson. Zane Layton Peterson. Marlon Pierre Louis. Andrew Adam Pokladowski III. Anthony D. Polo. Derek M. Popewinnie. Henry F. Potts. Julia Sarah Prescott. Alexander William Priori. Chase Evans Prisky. William Robert Pustari. Matthew James Pyle. Michael Daniel Quinn. Alex Joseph Rakoff. Alexander James Rayo. Eric Valdemar Rasmussen. John Paul Regan. Eleanor Ress. Chelsea Irene Rhodes. Priscilla Barroso Ribeiro. Daniel Albert Richardson. Eric Joseph Rigoli. Eric is the recipient of the Edward J. Scannell Prize. This award is presented to a graduating business student who has demonstrated outstanding citizenship. In addition to being a top graduate in marketing, Eric is receiving this award for his service through his involvement with the Wallingford Board of Education, the American Legion, the Knights of Columbus, and with the Quinnipiac University Veterans Association. As a member of the United States Marine Corps, Eric received the new Marine Corps Achievement Medal, the Marine Corps Good Conduct Medal, the National Defense Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Medal, a Navy Unit Commendation Ribbon, Sea Service Deployment Ribbon, and an Admiral Flag Letter and Letter of Appreciation. He also received a Connecticut General Assembly citation. Congratulations, Eric. Joseph William Rispoli. Johiri Rivadeneira. Andrew Manuel Rivera. Jonathan Robert Risotto. Andrew James Robbins. Kaylee Mae Roberts. Ian Jaffrey Robinson. Rachel Marie Rodriguez. Claudio Rojas Verda. Khalif J. Rolock. Justin Matthew Romano. Jack Kesson Rowley. Kyle Scott Ruboy. Jeffrey Adams Russell. Dominic Russo. Matthew Alexander Sanchez. Nicholas Joseph Santo. Eric Joseph Santos. Nicole Lynn Savis. Daniel Joseph Schirmacher, Michelle Ann Schmidt, Vaughn David Schmidt, Stephen Red Schnitger, Zachary Schwartz, Ashley M. Scotto, Emily Ann Myron Seaman, Sarah Victoria Eliza Schuin, Brandon Thomas Schillikis, Brandon Scott Silverstein, Matthew B. Silverstein, Alan Simonides, Victoria E. Simpry, Ryan Francis Slattery, Carolyn Elizabeth Smart, Austin J. Solomini. Austin is the recipient of 2 prestigious awards, the International Business Award and the Outstanding Student Affairs Leadership Award. These awards recognize academic excellence, professional qualities, and commitment to the Quinnipiac community. Austin has worked incredibly hard over the last 4 years to make a difference in our Quinnipiac community through his roles as a resident assistant, member of student government, and admissions tour guide. He has consistently and unwaveringly and with dedication advocated on behalf of his fellow and future Bobcats. In his day-to-day interaction with residents, professors, advisors, future Bobcats, and colleagues, he has been present and listened, always with the intent of improving the Quinnipiac student experience and helping others love Quinnipiac as much as he does. His servant leadership is a model for all. Congratulations, Austin. Christopher Robert Sopuk, John Barron Staten, Aaron Daniel Steinhauer, Levon Brad Stewart, Richard Joseph Stingone, James Joseph Studley, Jacob R. Stern, Jessica Daisy Sullivan, Lauren Courtney Sullivan, Shane Patrick Sullivan. Shane is the recipient of the Management Department Award. This award recognizes a senior in the Management Department who exemplifies superior academic performance, a high level of campus and community involvement, as well as leadership among his peers at school and at the university. Shane is receiving the award for his outstanding cumulative GPA and for his leadership in numerous campus and community activities. Congratulations, Shane. Eleanor Jean Swenson, Isfa Syed, Julian E. Tapia, Gregory Allen Tarka, Ashlyn Rosaline Tattersall, Matthew Ryan Taylor, Sarah Nicole Tarana, Joseph James Townsend, Taylor Maria Triolo, Christopher Tesseri, Nicholas Daniel Turiago, Matthew Christopher Ulinski, Jasmine Fernanda Urea. Stephanie Lee Van Albert. Brian Joseph Van Wert. Michael Hans Fairbank. Elena Marie Vernier. Marissa Christine Vigigliano. Luigi Viteretti. Stephen V. Wald. Daniel Charles Walker. Matthew Warren. Sydney Rose Wasserman. Essence Watts. Ethan Maxwell Weidman. Harold Benjamin Weinman. Bradley Michael Witten. Jack Paul Wigglesworth. Noah Aaron Williams. Megan Hunter Winnegal. Nora Catherine Winkler. Jillian Rose Woodgate. Xin Yu Shu. Isabella Rose Zaccardi. Nicole Elizabeth Zano. Ivan Zambrano. Dominica Marie Zamillo. Sarah E. Zahentner. Sarah is the recipient of the Biomedical Student Achievement Award. This award is presented to a graduating student exhibiting outstanding scholarship, independent creativity, and extracurricular activities directly related to biomedical marketing. Sarah is receiving the award for her excellent cumulative grade point average, as well as her involvement in the Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society, Phi Sigma Sigma, Pre-Law Society, and the American Marketing Association Quinnipiac Chapter. Congratulations, Sarah. Last but not least, Andrew R. Zukowski. I ask the candidates to please rise. Mr. President, I have the honor to present from the School of Business candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you.
It is now my privilege to introduce our student speaker, Irina Mihailovna Kustovskaya. Irina is a management major from Manchester, New Hampshire.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you to Dean O'Connor for the introduction. When I first found out that I had the opportunity to speak to you today, I did what any accomplished speaker and academic would do. I Googled best graduation speeches. I skimmed through countless speeches by business moguls, professionals, activists, politicians, and by the time I was done, I realized that I couldn't use a single thing that I just read. I can't stand up here and pretend that I'm an accomplished professional with years of life experience behind them. So I came to the unfortunate realization that I would actually have to write a speech. So I chose to talk about something that all of us can understand pretty well, which is the reality facing us as soon as we walk out of these doors at the end of today. Our generation is living in a time of great expectations. Each of us basically received a mortgage for our 18th birthday, but we didn't receive any property. Our social media idolizes stress and makes light of adverse pressures through memes and other funny things. Our credibility and work ethic has been shot from the moment we were born, thanks to the coincidental rise of innovative technology. Our brains are only just starting to learn how to cope with the overload of information in which we are immersed. We are faced with a society which is deathly afraid of difference and change, to the point that we'll advocate for death as a byproduct of keeping things the way they are. The expectation for all of us is that we have a lot of things to fix. And we will have to meet and exceed every single one of those expectations. After all, we don't want those cranky old folks thinking they were right for calling us lazy and entitled. We know the blow of socioeconomic crisis like we know our extended families, thanks to this recession of 2008. No matter your stance on popular moralistic issues, it is almost impossible to justify procrastinating on working on a solution to these problems. Our society, our environment, and our progress depends on our desire to improve the life around us. And where our current leadership lacks that initiative, it is up to us to pick up the slack and create our own solutions. Consider how visionaries like Elon Musk have taken the advancement of scientific research into their own hands, how disruptive innovators like Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos showed the world how to grow your very own empire. And I know you understand what I mean, because I can almost guarantee that every single one of you has researched Facebook or Google or Amazon or Apple at some point in your undergraduate career. So much what we will have to do is surprisingly intuitive. This is where business school gets it right. We not only understand what kind of change we want to see happen, but how to design, analyze, plan, and implement it effectively. We speak a unique language which decodes scary things like money, resource allocation, and metrics. Alongside that, and even more importantly, we must learn how to listen. Listen to your peers, listen to those around you, and listen to yourself. Listen to those who share different experiences than you, and learn how to communicate without invalidating others. Because none of us have the privilege to say that our stances are the right ones. So learn to communicate not for personal gratification, but for the purpose of learning and future enlightenment. We are more than capable of bridging the gap between idea and reality, and society will thank you if you involve it in your endeavors. I'm sure you've heard yourselves being called future business leaders. Yep, I don't think the word future is appropriate, as we are the current business leaders. We as a collective have already hit the ground running, putting our ideas, passions, and expertise into innovative action. I have no doubt in my mind that each of us will be wildly successful in making positive change in this world as soon as this ceremony marks our release into the world. Thank you, Quinnipiac University, and congratulations to the class of 2018.
Thank you, Irina. It's now my pleasure to introduce Raymond Delgado, Quinnipiac alumnus, to officially welcome our graduates as our newest alumni.
I ask the graduates to please rise. It is indeed my honor to stand before you as a member of the class of 1971. At this time, I invite you to move your tassel to the left of your cap. This simple act signifies your transition from student to alumnus and the continuation of your unique, meaningful, and lifelong relationship with Quinnipiac University. I'm especially pleased to have you all as fellow alumni. It is my hope that the education you received at Quinnipiac serves you as well as mine did me. I wish you all the best, and congratulations again on your accomplishment.
Before I reintroduce Rena Judd, who will deliver the benediction, I have a few announcements. Only the platform party and faculty will recess out. Our graduates and families can proceed to the Rocky Top Student Center next door for a reception. Transportation for those needing assistance is available. Once outside, you will see signs for the shuttles on the left. Please stand. It is my privilege to ask Rabbi Rena Judd to please come forward and deliver the benediction.
Dear beautiful and courageous graduates, congratulations. We all pray that you will be loved and cherished for what you do, for what you believe, and for who you are. We pray you will use the wisdom and knowledge you have learned at Quinnipiac to make the world we share more merciful and humane for everyone. Wherever you work or whomever you marry, may those with whom you spend your time validate and appreciate the divine spark that makes each one of you special. We all pray that God will forever smile upon your soul and hug and cherish you dearly and have a wonderful life.